Greetings, dear friends. Today we meet in our group circle within the space of the Creative Lab, awakening the souls of our nations. I welcome you on behalf of the Hechal Group from Jerusalem and the Klangschale Group from Germany. The 2025 initiative, in cooperation with these two groups, been holding the space of Creative Labs for a number of years. Every month we meet together as elders in training within the council chamber, learning from each other and learning from our group intuitive impressions. This time we work within the energies of the full moon, of the energies of the Cancer Solar Festival. Quite an important energy for mass consciousness awakening to the soul. And so let us begin. Over to you, Utan.
Thank you, Alexander. Hello, everyone. Yes, it's a great time. The Cancer atmosphere of grounding energies. We have been working with the seeds, with intuiting the seeds of the future during the 3 spiritual festivals. And we can say that the seeds are actually still in process of landing in our group basket. So there's an ongoing need to hold space for all that has come to us in these months of receptivity to the Centennial Conclave, and ongoing perhaps throughout this year, very important year. So we are holding the resonance field for all this, holding the emerging vibrancy in a field of stillness and letting it pass down into what we could call etheric livingness. So just to relate to the seeds, to the many seeds that have come in, and thank you for sharing them. We basically have grouped them into 4 areas of focus. And here I ask Alexander to share the slide. First slide. So we have these 4 areas. First of all, the council chamber, that is always our focus and will remain our main focus. It's the nurturing and refining of our telepathic space in the council chamber for elders in training, which is our central base, our safe space, in which we develop our skills and from which we do all our work. It has been growing for all these years now, month after month, into a stable and sacred workspace for uniting nations. So, and the second area is the intergroup hub. We talked already about it in previous meetings. This idea, this growing need that we recognize of having the Nations Lab develop into a hub for groups that are working with nations or with other collectives. And the first step we can make is to hold in awareness the interrelation between our groups and maybe find ways to cooperate more closely with each other. The third vector of expansion could be the interdimensional cooperation, we call it here. This development, this ongoing development of our telepathic relation to hierarchy. And this is what we will be focusing on in our telepathic etheric receptors. And expanding our receptors, our antennas, into more and more conscious cooperation with all kinds of higher forces. We have been starting now to open ourselves, our council chamber, to the vibration of the avatar of synthesis, and we will continue doing so. And the fourth group or area of focus is how we address the world. We have been doing this much more at the beginning with our snapshots and specific problems that we have addressed of the world, the affairs of the world. And lately we have been doing this less, but we would like, of course, to get back to it, also to look out into the world. But now, specifically in Cancer and in general in our turbulent times, our central theme will be the tending of the council chamber, developing it and learning to keep it stable and safe. And then from this safe base, we can each time look what is needed of these other three vectors, where to put our attention. We have been trying to have a yearly plan for our work, but we see that things are so dynamic that we are kept on our toes, and we intuit as we go what is the need of the time. So before we go into this, our main theme for today, relating to the etheric livingness of the council chamber, let us just brush with this the hub development. Here, ask for the second slide, Alexander, please. And I have here a quote from Dinah 1, page 80, that relates to telepathic rapport between groups in general, but here for us it's the groups working with collectives. It is fundamentally necessary that the new groups which are inaugurating the new discipleship should eventually establish a telepathic rapport with each other. In the meantime, a hint will have to suffice. Think outwardly towards each other in love. In this way, the etheric body of this group of disciples will be animated by the golden energy and the light of love, and thus a network of light will be established, which will form a focal point of energy in the etheric body of humanity itself, and eventually in the planetary etheric body also. So this is what we are aiming for. It's a beautiful quote. And our first step is think outwardly towards each other in love. And so we would like to call your attention again to a list of groups working with collectives that we would like to fill, of our different groups here in the Nations Lab and also beyond that. I'm asking for the next slide, please. We have here started a small list of just what we are aware of. So I'm just reading them out. The German group Klangschale, working with the soul of Germany, and the Ukraine Vigil, and the USA group, the Canada Star, and internationally, the UN Meditation Group, the Esoteric United Nations Group, the Middle East Vigil of Hechal, the Nordic Group of Denmark, the Middle Nations Triangle, and the Americas Integration, many groups. And we would like you to let us know about your groups. It's just the beginning of this list, and we would like to fill it with all of the groups that are coming here to the Nations Lab, and also others that you think fit on our list, so that we can keep them in our intergroup awareness. We would like to foster a vibrant network. So you can maybe share in the chat, or also to my email. Okay. So the main focus for this Cancer session is embodying the qualities of our council chamber. Embodying, having a sense, an etheric sense, etheric physical sense. Let's see. Our council chamber is very easily feelable, experienceable. It's quite lit and clear and vibrant. So when we meditate together, it's very, very much there. And it is a space in which we can think clear and high thoughts with ease. This is what we have established already over the years. There's a reciprocal relationship between our individual minds and the group mind, which of course is we could say the mental strata of the council chamber. The clearer the thoughts that we bring into it, the clearer the space becomes, and the more elevated is our mental experience, our individual mental experience in it. So this reciprocal relationship. And the same goes for the heart. We bring our highest heart qualities into the council chamber, and the group heart is nurtured by them, and then becomes itself a source for high heart qualities that flow back into us. And here now, it seems that in this year, pivotal year of 2025, so much has already changed and opened. So the sense of many of us is that we are invited into an added strata, could we say. We, us elders in training. We could say that the veil between the ashramic and the disciplic worlds, incarnated disciplic worlds, has thinned so much in the last months, to a degree that we can now sense the higher vibrations also much more viscerally, etherically. We sense them as energies, as vibrations in our etheric body. We are aware that the invisible realms become like one more step real, even more real. We experience an almost physical presence of them. Our subtle co-workers feel so much more present, so much more accessible. And also we, among each other, across physical distance, feel each other more, sense etherically. Still don't have much words for that, but the sense is there, and it seems that many of us have this. And so we are also much more sensitive now to our shared field when we work together as groups, specifically in meditation. So it seems that we are beginning to sense, to glimpse, to feel how we can work in etheric matter through our own etheric body and also as a group here now within and through the etheric body of the council chamber that we have created, co-created. So it seems our etheric antennas start to develop, to refine, we become more aware of them. So we can now inquire, what are the etheric qualities of the council chamber? And how does our own etheric body interact with the etheric field of the council chamber? What happens between this common field and our own etheric field? And we can also inquire, how can we move into fuller embodiment of the ashramic vibrations that become so much more accessible to us? How is this happening? Both as individuals and as a group, and in a refined space like the council chamber. So this is what we want to explore today in meditation. Of course, we are pioneers in this field. So let's try it out. Try out having an etheric experience of the council chamber. And then also embody this quality, sense it in our own etheric body. Okay. So let us get ready. Okay, get into meditation. Let's just Let go of everything that has been said and just come into our own inner stillness, emptiness. Feeling grounded in our body. Taking a moment to breathe with the earth. Touching base with our heart between the shoulder blades. Bringing our mind into focus in the center of the head. Standing in clarity and love and freedom as the soul in incarnation. And let's for a moment be aware of the location in which we find ourselves. And which we therefore serve. And at the same time, let us reach out now to each other. Maybe get a sense of our etheric connection. And let us now consciously, deliberately, magnetically being drawn to our council chamber of elders in training, our workplace for uniting nations. Entering the quiet and clear and spacious chamber. Sensing its etheric, geometric reality. Taking our places in geometric order. Our hearts tune to the flame in the center of the chamber, the flame of the group heart. And our minds link into the calm, clear, lighted space, mental space of the council chamber. And it vibrates to the rate of the Ajna center of the planet. And through this vibration, we are woven into the etheric network of groups working with collectives all over the world. Let's sense this for a moment. And now, in the council chamber of elders in training, let us be aware of being in the presence of each other. Presence of planetary elders in training. We have different outer appearances and different approaches to our work. Yet the same wisdom shines through our eyes. And let us realize that our shared integrity and relative purity of motive and our complementing energies may enable us to make a contribution to uniting nations. Let all smaller concerns fade now and be fully available for interdimensional partnership. Being aware of the four great Deva beings, helping us to hold the council chamber stable, one at each direction, north, south, east, and west. And opening now to the vibratory presence of our ashramic colleagues who guide our work in the Nations Lab. Can we sense their vibration in our etheric body? We draw a line of connection now to the overlighting, all-encompassing avatar of synthesis. And now, let us direct our concentrated intent towards our research focus, our etheric experience as we work together in the council chamber. Let's start by becoming aware of our own etheric body. Let's take a moment to get a sense of its size, its consistency, our etheric receptors. And now let us attempt to perceive or to sense the etheric body of our council chamber. Of our shared workspace, its atmosphere, the energies, vibrations, etheric qualities flowing in it. And now let's see how this quality, this vibration, how we experience it in our own etheric body. Let it vibrate in our own etheric body. Sense it as an etheric livingness. See if we can get a sense of how to embody the etheric quality of the council chamber, making it a reality in our etheric body. Letting it fill our aura. Perhaps fill the room, the surroundings with this etheric quality. And as this etheric vibrancy lives in us, see if it can take the form of one word or a phrase, a word that expresses and carries the etheric vibrancy. Let's take a moment for that. Staying with this etheric experience, let us gradually ground back now into our physical body and our physical place. Okay, let's see if we can keep this etheric livingness while starting our sharing. And as part of our ongoing practice of fine-tuning our way of sharing, let us now share really this word or phrase that came to us that is imbued with the vibrancy of our etheric experience. A word or phrase that describes best our etheric experience of the council chamber. So we will offer our embodied quality as a vibration into the silent telepathic field by sharing one word or phrase. And we will again display each offering on the screen and let it reverberate in the group field.
May I speak? Engineers.
Margot, we cannot hear you. There's something with your sound. Can you please move maybe closer to the microphone?
Is this better?
Oh, it's Marta. Yes, hi, Marta. A little bit better, not completely, but let's try.
I'm sorry, I'm with another computer here, but the image, it was an image that came. The first of all, the unity that we feel in purpose grows very strong. And there's a phrase in the blue book,
Martha?
on the beam. And we have the ability in our unity, only in that, to join with the power upon the beam. What I see is we are refining our skill to direct the light into those etheric energies we no longer need. So it's Uranus in Gemini. We together as one become empowered to project light that needs to now move aside for the incoming energies.
What would be your clearest word for all this? Can you say it in one word?
Engineers.
Engineers. Wow. Thanks.
This is Margot. Solemnity.
This is Andrea. Fresh.
This is Mary Louise. Peace, a peace that passeth all understanding.
This is Jill. Cooperation within the group and outside of the group.
So this is Judy, and it's the container of the planetary heart.
This is Annette. Cold love, or perhaps unpersonal love.
Here is Annette, the will to harmonize.
This is Ben. Surveillance.
Karen shared heart, love, peace in the chat.
Listen and love, Kiki.
Graziana shared inclusiveness and unity.
Radiating crystal.
This is Helen, a wave-like touching in.
Helen, can you please repeat?
A wave-like touching in. Yeah.
This is Darcy. Purpose seen emerging. Purpose seen emerging.
Carlos shared an I that unites us all. Irina wrote expansion. Marcela from Argentina wrote, "We're creating a network of focal vortices, empowering the unity of nations." Aisha from Canada wrote, the pure, fine light radiating from our council chamber is rose gold. And now the comment from Marcella, a network of communicating vessels of energy, power, and love. That is each group focus. Compassion. This is from, sorry if I pronounced name incorrectly, from Jansis. Margie. Patience and steadfastness.
Any other etheric qualities? Yeah.
Neptunian sensitivity.
Yes. Say it again, Alexander.
Neptunian sensitivity.
gratitude for these etheric, beautiful qualities. Let's take another moment to just hold them in our awareness. As the qualities, the etheric qualities that make up our etheric strata of our council chamber. Let us share these qualities now, radiate them to all working groups, working with collectives, strengthening and nurturing them. And let the vibration of our council chamber of elders in training continue to reverberate in the etheric body of humanity. And thank you for being able together to experiment with etheric sensitivity. I believe it will remain a rich field of exploration and deepened service for us as we continue our journey through 2025 and beyond. We will have a summer break now. We will see each other again in Leo. And the next Nations Lab webinar will be on August 12th. We stay connected etherically with much joy. So I give over to Alexander for any further announcements. Thank you all.
Thank you, Uta, and thank you, friends. Today is the second day of the 7 days period of the full moon, and each of us standing within vortex of our own group and our own national collective. Let us continue holding the focused tension as members of one planetary server, World Servers Group. And before we close our meeting today, I want to share with you about the transition, the other side of our dear coworker, Gloria Kruk, who today would be 99 years old and who made her transition peacefully a couple of days ago. An amazing server, amazing soul. We send in her our light and love and much gratitude for all her service that she did in this incarnation. Much gratitude to all. Much love.